Hey, how you doing, Jim? Oh, not much. Just I'm waiting by this business. They might have some availability to fabricate something I need for this business I'm working on. Yeah, I'm starting a new business. It's kind of a interesting story. Oh yeah, she's doing well. She's doing well. It's just crazy. It's like the world is trying to keep us apart or something, because we never get to really, spend too much time with each other. But yeah, we're doing fine. She's doing fine. I'll tell her you asked about her. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, uh, I did get a new car in April, and I love it. And the old car is, I don't know what happened to it. I left it on the street, and it wasn't there when I got back a couple of days later after I got back from Mississippi. But yeah, I love the new car, and everything's fine. I'm not really complaining. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll tell you about it. All right, this new business is crazy. It's I kind of feel odd sharing this story because I haven't told anybody because I don't want to end up in a mental institution. But yeah, I don't know, Jim. I don't know if I should tell you. No, I know I could trust you. I know I could trust you. Yeah, I understand. Okay, well, it was an odd thing. So okay, so about 2 months ago, I drove up to Washington State, of course, and I was gonna go to Seattle to just check out this live band that I've been following on Spotify, and I saw that they were going to be in Washington. So I always wanted to go for the past 2 years, so I'll just make it a road trip. And so I was at a motel, and I had to go outside my unit for the bathroom, how it was set up, and I saw this strange man. And so we got to talking. He was a real cool dude, just shooting the crap, just talking about normal stuff. And then he was like, "Would you believe me if I told you I was an angel?" And I said, "Heck no, I wouldn't believe you." And I kind of got uncomfortable, and I was like, "Yeah," I got uncomfortable, and I was just like, "I think I'm gonna leave." And he's like, "Just hear me out." And I just, for some reason, I trusted him. And so he told me about, he was talking about AI and all the possible ramifications of that. And he said he was an angel, and he said he knew he was going to meet me at that particular moment. So I'm like, whatever, man. So he gave me a computer, and he said on here, it's basically he said it in so many words, but yeah, yeah. Basically, he said in so many words that it was heavenly AI. And so he just left after that. He gave me the computer. It was in a box, like it was like a brand, some kind of brand computer, like laptop. But I never heard of the brand before, which is weird. So he left, and so I put it in my suitcase, and I didn't look at it for a couple of days. And so when I got back from Washington, I messed around with the computer, and I opened the AI function. Yeah. So I opened the AI function, and so I just started typing in random questions, trying to try to trip it up against itself. And so I said, let me test this thing. And I asked it, how can I make $1 million in yeah. So I asked it, how can I make $1 million in 24 hours? And so basically it said, invest in soil rejuvenation in it was somewhere south of Bolivia's capital or something like that. And so I just talked to um, my broker the next morning, and that was 6 hours because I was up late on the computer. So that was 6 hours after that. And so I told him to invest in soil rejuvenation in Bolivia. He found the corporation that was doing that. And so the next day, I don't know if that's technically 24 hours, but the next day, I saw that I had $2 million in my portfolio. And you know, I'm not even a millionaire yet, and this just blew my mind. And so I knew that it was real. And so after that, I just closed the laptop and I just said, forget this. And then I got an idea. All these years, you know, we grew up in the same street. We've been struggling to make it basically our entire lives. So I was frustrated. I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find a way to model this AI. And so I modeled it. I got some professionals. Yeah. I don't know if you know this guy named Bruce from Michigan. I think he's outside of Detroit. Yeah, he's outside of Detroit. So he's a pretty smart guy. I've known him since senior year in high school. So I contacted my friend Bruce, and he modeled the AI. He said it was particularly easy because the AI told him how to do it. He somehow finagled that. Yeah, he's pretty smart. So I mean, I don't know if he got help or whatever, but he did it. So anyway, he modeled it, and I put it on all these. I bought a pallet of laptops, and I installed this AI into all of these laptops. And I'm thinking about opening a business and selling these laptops. You know, as a middle finger to the way that the society is stacked up against the normal man. You know, I want to disrupt it and see what happens. You know, because if it's an angel, he probably knew I was going to do this anyway, right? So yeah, that's the crazy story. Now, what do you think about me, Jim? What do you think about me, Jim? Do you think I'm crazy? Yeah. I appreciate it, man. Well, look, I gotta go. I'm waiting outside this guy's business. He's probably waiting for me. I'll update you on what's gonna happen with this business and seeing if I actually go through with it. All right, Jim. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Talk to you later, man. Bye.